Joining me now from Ferguson is Missouri State Senator Maria Chappelle-Nadal. She's been an outspoken supporter of the Brown family. Senator, good to see you as always. Can I first get your reaction to some of this new evidence being leaked to the Post-Dispatch and the Washington Post, the autopsy, the blood found on Officer Wilson's gun and uniform? Does this new information change anything for you?
In fact, it doesn't change anything at all, nor for my constituents. Right now, my constituents feel as though this information that has been leaked is merely out in public to incite the community. From the very beginning, I've always said that there is a cultural disconnect between police officers and this community, minority communities that are hurting right now. And so one of the things that has been told to me time and time again with this new information is that people are wondering, why now? For the last month and a half, people have been talking about not having an indictment whatsoever. So that has been a very clear conversation from the very beginning, at least the middle of this entire ordeal. And to give that information out right now, the feeling among my constituents is that certain authorities are trying to incite this community instead of bringing peace. Now, we do want to have full transparency, but at the same time, what this community needs is some understanding, at least from the side from police officers. It is not clear on what everything else is going on.
Senator, obviously I don't know the motivations of those who are sharing this information from close to the process or in the process, but is it possible that it's actually the opposite motivation, that they don't want to incite the community, they want to prepare the community for the fact that there possibly won't be an indictment of Officer Wilson? I'm not justifying, but is it not possible that that's the reason?
I understand the approach that the authorities are trying to present right now, giving out information slowly but surely. But since this has been a conversation for at least 6 weeks, maybe 8 weeks at this point, it's not new information for this community. We have been talking ongoing about there not being an indictment whatsoever. So that means this information that's coming out that is purely one-sided, and not only one-sided, but inconclusive to the entire timeline. We have to figure out what is going to happen when this announcement is made. What should have happened since day one is that we should have had counselors out in the streets and psychologists, because this community is experiencing PTSD right now, and frankly I think some officers are too. So instead of inciting this community needs to have supports in place so they can deal with the announcement that happens later on in the coming weeks.